Evening. Here is the news at 6. First, the highlights. Lagos State government reaffirms commitment to safer Lagos, urges orderliness in security operations. NAFDAC promises to safeguard Nigerians' health. On the foreign scene, President William Ruto promises to end abductions in Kenya. And in sports, Ayimba FC announces dismissal of head coach Yemi Olanrewaju. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. Lagos State government has reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring the safety of lives and property across the state, while calling on residents to embrace patience and orderliness in public and private spaces. Secretary to the state government Abimbola Saluhunde stated this during a meeting with the head of paramilitary agencies and the Police Community Relations Committee (PCRC) in Alausa, Ikeja. Saluhunde noted that the essence of the statutory meeting is to discuss security matters in the state, which evolves through the grassroots level, to ensure that criminal activities are drastically reduced in the state. She noted that the issues on the distribution of palliatives is a great concern to the state, noting that the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu will not rest on its oars to ensure a state free of security threats. Also speaking with secretaries of the local government and local council development area, Scribe 57, Salunde urged people to remain safe during this Yuletide and avoid night travels. She tasked the secretaries from various local governments to work diligently ahead 2025, as they are the engine rooms of the councils to fully realize the themes plus developmental agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration. The Lagos State Safety Commission has warned nightclubs and lounges across the city against overcrowding. Director General / CEO, Lagos Safety Commission, Larry Mojola, said there is a paramount need for nightclub owners and operators to strictly adhere to the authorized occupancy limits as approved by the Commission. According to him, on no account should any nightclub allow overcrowding, which poses significant safety risks, including the potential for fire hazards, smoking in public spaces, compromised emergency exits, and increased likelihoods of accidents. He noted that the risks endanger the public. Miller urged all owners and operators of hospitality venues to strictly comply with the safety measures and occupancy limits set forth by the Lagos State Safety Commission. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project has called on President Bola Tinubu to direct the Code of Conduct Bureau to publish his declared assets. SOAP also urged Tinubu to encourage Vice President Kashim Shettima, ministers, state governors, and National Assembly leaders to follow suit. SOAP's Deputy Director Kolawole Uluwadare commended Tinubu for his recent statements during his first presidential media chat, in which he indicated that he might request the CCB to release his assets. It also linked transparency in assets declarations to the Supreme Court ruling on July 11, 2024, which barred state governors from taking over local government funds, urging Tinubu to enforce this ruling. The group stressed the urgency of enforcing the ruling to reduce corruption. Public funds earmarked for local government are used for essential. And now to the rest of the stories. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has assured Nigerians that adequate measures have been put in place to safeguard their health before, during, and after the Yuletide season. Director General of NAFDAC, Mojisola Adeyeye, emphasized the need to eat safe and stay safe during the festive period. She reiterated the need for Nigerians to always procure food and drinks in outlets with identifiable addresses and locations to ease the agency's track and trace obligation, stressing that medicines and packaged food products that do not have NAFDAC number should be avoided. Adeyeye said that officers of the agency's Investigation and Enforcement Directorate will continue the ongoing mop-up of substandard and falsified medicines and unwholesome food items from the markets across the country. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, under the federal government's special intervention for 2024 flood, has distributed essential relief materials to flood victims in 7 local government areas of Akwa Ibom State. The benefiting and LGAs include Uyo, Ibesikpo, Uruan, Ntiratai, Eastern Obolo, Ikorabasi, and Barenin. During the distribution exercise, NEMA Director General Zubaida Umar sympathized with the victims and emphasized that the gesture aims to provide immediate relief as they rebuild their lives. Umar stated that the effects of the flood have been deeply felt, disrupting lives and livelihoods. And now to foreign news. Kenyan President William Ruto has promised an end to abductions following the latest spate of disappearances that have been condemned by rights groups, lawyers, and politicians. Security forces in the East African nation have been accused of carrying out dozens of illegal detentions since youth-led anti-government demonstrations in June and July. The latest disappearances have primarily involved young men who have criticized Ruto online, with rights groups dismissing police denials of involvement and calling for action. Speaking to a crowd in Homa Bay, a town in western Kenya, Ruto promised an end to the abductions, but also told parents to take responsibility of their children. Anger has continued to grow in the country, with the latest abductions sparking small-scale protests in at least one town. Meanwhile, the police denied involvement, but activists have questioned why they appear to not be investigating the disappearances. Now sports. Nigeria Professional Football League NPFL giant Eyimba FC has announced the dismissal of its head coach Yemi Olanrewaju. The club made the announcement via a social media post, thanking the 32-year-old coach for his contributions and wishing him success in his future endeavors. Olanrewaju, who was appointed 7 months ago following the departure of Finidi George, leaves amid a difficult period for the club. Eyimba is currently enduring a 9-match winless streak across all competitions, including 6 consecutive draws in the league. And that's all for the news at 6. Remember, speed thrills but kills. Please avoid excessive speed. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our YouTube channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration organized a mentorship seminar for over 1,000 youths on the theme, Agripreneur, Strategy for Wealth Creation? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring the safety of lives and property across the state, while calling on residents to embrace patience and orderliness in public and private spaces. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has assured Nigerians that adequate measures have been put in place to safeguard their health before, during, and after the Yuletide season. We also told you that Kenyan President William Ruto has promised an end to abductions following the latest spate of disappearances that have been condemned by rights groups, lawyers, and politicians. And in sports, Nigeria Professional Football League NPFL Giants, Eyimba FC, has announced the dismissal of its head coach, Yemi Olanrewaju. Contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Aderayo Iduwolaya. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.